welcome to NEMCTV6 Community Focus. My name is Terry Kozlaric, your host, and with me today is singer-songwriter Paul Shonk. Welcome.
Hi.
So you're going to tell me a little bit about your music today.
Yeah, I'm a singer-songwriter, mostly folk rock, acoustic is what I do. Play the local clubs around the Blue Water area.
So are you from this area?
I live in East China, Michigan.
Okay. Have you had formal training?
Not really. Had some, I've taken a few lessons here and there, but mostly picking stuff up from friends. And now with the internet, you can learn so much off the internet. I'm always still learning.
Is your family musically inclined?
My daughter's a dancer, competitive dancer. My mother played piano growing up. My dad played accordion, though we didn't see it very often.
No, not with a monkey on the side or anything like that. No. So tell me a little bit about the influences of the music that you play.
Just growing up listening to FM radio, and from the time I was in high school, I was playing in top 40 bands and wedding bands.
Okay.
And I always played bass because I could always get a job as a bass player. Guitar players seemed to be a dime a dozen, and I just wasn't fast enough to play all the solo parts, so I played bass.
And so in the beginning, did you just play, or did you just play and sing?
I always sung.
You always sang?
Yeah.
And no formal training in singing?
A little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, there was, I took a few classes to learn how to breathe, right? Don't know that I do it correctly anymore, but...
But someone's paying you to do it, so you must be doing something right, right?
It's going okay.
So tell me a little bit about the places that you play around town.
I play the Algonac Harbor in Algonac. I play Anita's Riverfront Grill in Marine City. The Murphy Inn in St. Clair. The Junction Buoy, which I have to give them credit for giving me my start, because when I first started doing the acoustic thing, they were the one that took a chance on me. And I'll play the Military Street Music Cafe sometimes when they're looking for a deck party. Okay.
So when you started out, were you nervous in the beginning?
Oh, I still get nervous.
You do?
I'm nervous right now.
Really? So how do you calm yourself down and prepare yourself?
Plow through it.
Just plow through it?
Yeah.
So if I were to just ask you to play us something, you could do that?
Yeah.
I'd like to hear something.
Okay, this song's called It Ain't Me.
Okay.
And when I first wrote it, it was my first day working on the assembly line at Ford Motor Company.
Okay.
And I couldn't believe how many cars we made. And, throughout the day, I thought everyone's got to have two by now. And then I changed it. I changed the words around when gas prices went through the roof.
Okay.
So this is called It Ain't Me. Truck. Who can afford to buy the SUV? Gas $4 a gallon. It ain't me. It ain't me. Driving that excursion. It ain't me. Filling up a big Suburban. It ain't me. Yeah, you see, I drive a jalopy, but it was made in America, not in Japan. Who built all of those new houses? Who bought all that real estate? Big old brick monstrosities with a big brick wall and an iron gate. It ain't me. Living in no mansion. It ain't me. Behind no iron gate. I own a shack down in the floodplain, and every time it rains we evacuate. Who's taking all my money? Exxon and the federal government. I earn a gross amount, but my cash is missing a gross percent. Oh, I think it's disgusting.
County in Severn, Maryland, the daughter of a clergyman was discovered by a music industry insider while pumping gas at a service station. The odds of her getting signed and spending 11 weeks at #1 on the U.S. singles charts? 1 in 19 million. The odds of this former church choir singer going on to sell 40 million records? 1 in 15 million. The odds of the same woman winning 6 Grammy Awards and starring in 2 Broadway plays? 1 in 75 million. The odds of this musician and performer having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 110. I'm Toni Braxton, and I encourage you to learn the signs of autism at autismspeaks.org. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
So when do you find time to practice with a full-time job and a family?
I really don't.
You don't?
It's like, if I didn't have gigs booked, I don't know that I would find time to practice. But having the gigs scheduled forces me to take 5 minutes before I head out the door to work, or 10 minutes, whatever I can squeeze in.
So you find it relaxing?
Yeah, but I don't have like a set schedule to, sit down a half hour every day. You got to do that when you're young, when you're a kid, I think.
So you write your own songs, you write your own music. Have you recorded anything?
Yeah, I have a CD out. It's called No Time for Sleeping.
Okay.
Which kind of goes along with the working class theme.
Okay.
And yeah, I recorded it 2 years ago at SDA Studios in Mount Clemens with Steve Adams, produced it.
Okay.
And I had the pleasure of having Dennis Coffey played on one of the tunes, and Dennis is a famous Motown funk brother. And also I had Rick Madel, who plays with me live. He did most of the guitar work, and he's outstanding. And him and Steve's a drummer as well as a producer. And when we play out, we'll play like in Rochester together as the Rick Madel Trio. And then sometimes when we're on this side of town, well, it's the Paul Shonk Trio.
Okay. Do you write music for other musicians?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
If other musicians would like to need a song, let me know.
It's something you enjoy doing. So I heard you tried out for a TV show.
I did.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, my wife signed me up for America's Got Talent, and at first I thought, oh, this is so cheesy. This is, And then when we got down there and got in line, and it turned out it was a really fun experience.
Okay.
All the people that were there were really cool, and you get to see a lot of talent. You get to see a lot of crazy people.
Where did you have to go?
And it was in Chicago.
All right.
And I played a gig the night before, and one of my bandmates, this other band that I'm in called Bedrock, he did it also. So we both went down there, and we were a couple hours apart, but I could see him in line in front of me, and you're in line for about 4 hours, and you go, and then they finally break you into a big room where there's 400 people in there, everyone's practicing or whatever. And so then you finally get in this room, and there's 3 cameras, and there's a camera and 3 judges, and you solo for them. You get maybe 10 seconds or 30 seconds. I think it was like one verse and a chorus.
Okay.
And so I did it, and then you go back and stand on the tape, and then so they called everybody out, and they called me back, and I got to come back in the room and do some more for them.
Okay.
And then
they thought you had talent.
And then I don't know. There was so much talent there. It was just a fun experience just to feel what that was like. Whether I do it again, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I bet you were nervous before you did that.
Yeah.
So, can you play me another song?
Sure.
I'd like to hear some more.
Okay, this is a song. It's about family. Let me try that again. Seems like yesterday was not so long ago. We were so much younger. Where does the time go? Now it's just so hard to make a free day last. How'd we get so good and letting the time pass? Slow down, slow down. Let me take a moment to look at you. Slow down, slow down. I just want our time together to slow down. Seems like yesterday when I first brought you home, and I overheard my aunt say, "Where did you meet her?" I knew I'd never let you go. We stood there in that church with our family and our friends, swore that you'd be mine until the very end. Slow down, slow down. Let me take a moment to look at you. Slow down, slow down. I just want our time together to slow down. Seems like yesterday that our little girl was born. Now she's gonna be a senior. Look how she has grown. Slow down, slow down. Let us take a moment to look at you. Slow down, slow down. Just want our time together to slow down.
I think someone at my friend's school has this thing called autism. My friend's brother's son has autism. My neighbor's son has autism. My son has autism.
Autism is getting closer to home. Today, 1 in 110 children is diagnosed with autism. That's a 600% increase in the last 20 years. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
So, if I were to grab your iPod right now, what would I find on there as your most recently played songs?
Citizen Cope.
Citizen Cope?
Yeah. I was up in Copper Harbor last week for a wedding, and
Okay.
I was looking up some videos on mountain biking, and the one guy had a Citizen Cope tune as his background music.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh, I got to find out what that is, you know.
So you hear some music and you instantly go out and try to find out who the artist is?
Oh, yeah, Shazam, app, boom, find out what it is.
And it's pretty easy now with the
Yeah.
internet, isn't it? You can find just about anything. Type in a partial song and up it comes.
Right, yeah.
So where do you see yourself in 10 years?
On a boat.
On a boat?
Yeah.
Is the guitar with you on the boat?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and
I
what
see
would
myself on a boat all the time, but it's
Yeah.
not usually where I'm at, but that's where I'm always
kick
aiming
back
for.
and cup in the cooler
Yeah.
and what would you be playing?
I just, I don't know.
Beach Boy music, probably.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you just show a little bit more of your music? We're really enjoying it
Okay,
here.
well, that's perfect because this next song is about growing up in the Blue Water area
Okay.
and being a water junkie. Well, I'm a blue water boy from a blue water town. I got a blue water girl and we like to go down. Said I'm a blue water boy from a blue water town. I got a blue water girl and we like to go down to the water. Splash that blue water on me. Scared water, baby, set your soul free. Well, I love that river, and I love that lake. When the sun gets hot, you know I've got to throw my weight on the blue water. Is where I'll be, yeah, on the blue water, where my friends and my family. Stand water, baby, put your mind at ease. Well, I'm a blue water boy from a blue water town. I got a blue water girl and we like to go down. Said I'm a blue water boy from a blue water town. I got a blue water girl and we like to go down to the water. Splash that blue water on me. Scared water, baby, set your soul. All right. When the sun gets hot, you know I'm gonna throw my wake out on that blue water. Oh, that's where I'll be, yeah, on the blue water, where my friends and my family. Water, baby, set your soul free. Stand water, baby, put your mind at ease. Stand water, baby, forget your troubles, put your mind at ease. I'm a blue water boy, just a
a blue water boy. Well, I'm a blue water boy from a blue water town. I got a blue water girl and we like to go down to the water.
Very good. And we'll be right back.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Welcome back. I'm here with musician and songwriter Paul Shonk. I love your music.
Thanks.
So tell me, what are your best musical memories, having that you've grown up in a musical family?
Just the friendships, the friends that I've made.
Okay.
You know, the back rooms, you know, hanging out after the gigs or in between sets.
Mm-hmm.
Just the fun times.
So it's something you'd probably like to do all the time.
Oh, yeah.
As a full-time job, you'd like to do that?
I did it for a full-time job. It's too stressful.
Hard life?
It's just when you're relying on 5 other guys to make your income to bring home, that's tough because when you get older, it's just too hard to keep 5 guys together.
Mm-hmm. So when you're playing, how do you handle mistakes?
I just plow through them.
Okay.
In fact, I made mistakes in the last 3 songs I made, but
I wouldn't have noticed.
but you just keep going. Don't stop.
What happened the first time you noticed that you made a mistake of playing? Did it kind of get you, or?
No, I've done it. I mean, anymore, it's just like, yeah, well, there it is. That's, you know, it's usually by the time you make the first mistake, you're good for the rest of the song. It takes the edge off.
Okay.
It's like when you think, oh, I got a perfect performance going here that, you know, it's like throwing a no-hitter or something. It's just not going to last.
Kind of like getting a new car and getting the first ding. Once you get it, it's over with.
Exactly.
So what motto do you live by?
Don't take myself too seriously.
Yeah?
Just, you know.
Do you find a lot of artists do take themselves too seriously?
I don't know. Just for me personally, it's, you know, if I just can't, you know, I've been doing it too long. It's, you know, I just want to have fun.
So you're doing this every weekend almost?
Pretty much.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about your CD. How many songs are on there?
I think there's 12 or 13 songs on there.
Okay.
I've had it out for over a year now. I actually got a royalty check.
You did?
I did. This is shocking. I thought ASCAP made a mistake. When I filled out all the forms, I thought, I'll just do this just in case something good comes of it, you know.
Okay.
Not really taking it too seriously, but, and then when I had my CD company print up the CDs, one of their offers was they would put it out on, they'd send it to all these different, not venues, like satellite radio.
Okay.
It was like you got a chance to get played on satellite radio, and so it got picked up, and 3 of the songs got played. And so I got this check in the mail, and I thought, this isn't right. It's just like, is this some kind of joke?
Don't cash it. In my case, you have to send it back?
I was afraid. I was like, so far it's been good, so.
Okay, and where can somebody get a copy of your CD or any of your music?
I'm on iTunes.
Okay.
And you can come to my gigs. I always have them there.
Okay. And how would somebody know where you're going to be playing in the future? Do you have a Facebook page?
I do have a Facebook. You can Facebook friend me, or just my website, paulshonk.com.
So do you have a following that comes from one venue to the other?
A little bit, you know.
Your family, some of them?
Oh yeah, a lot of family.
Does your wife come to your...
No, when she's got a friend that wants to go out, she does. She doesn't come too much, but...
Okay. So what's your favorite song?
My favorite song... I have a favorite song. This is my favorite song. It's my wife's least favorite song, but it's a love song.
We're going to finish this show and let you finish playing. I'd love to hear it.
Come on, baby, come back home. I sure am hungry and I hate to be alone. I'll buy you a brand new stove, buy you a refrigerator too. You know I miss you, baby, and I really, really miss your food. Your mama told you, she said learn how to cook. You got so good, you could have wrote your own cookbook of working man cuisine and things I like to chew. Tell all the ladies they can keep the men happy if they just keep cooking up that good food. Farmer's over for breakfast, lasagna for lunch, maybe soup and a sandwich in between, because you know we can't miss brunch. And while I'm on the couch taking my little afternoon nap, well, you could be in the kitchen making up a wake-up snack, because when I wake up, you know my stomach gonna growl, and you could tame the beast, because you know just how you got that culinary gift sent from heaven above. You know I miss you, baby, and your food I really love. Cook for me, girl. There we go. Plow through it. What's that, baby? What's that you say? You ain't coming back to me. No how, no way. Well, you're breaking my heart. How am I gonna survive without your cooking? I just know I'm gonna die. But a friend told me you're working down at the 4-Star Cafe, so I know where I'm going in disguise now. Each and every day I'll be there, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, if that's what I have to do. 'Cause if I can't have your love, baby, at least I can eat your food. I'm just kidding. Hey baby, can I borrow that? I'll give it right back to you. I'll give it right back to you. Hey baby, can I borrow a little of that? I'll give it right back to you. I'll give it right back to you. Your love's got me crazy. I'm so crazy now. Crazy in love with you.
whatever you want, baby. Anytime, night or day. Just send me a message, baby. Give me a sign, and I'll come running for you, honey. Any place, anytime, just say, hey baby, can I borrow that? I'll give it right back to you. I'll give it right back to you. Hey baby, can I borrow a little of that? I'll give it right back to you. I'll give it right back to you. Your love's got me crazy. I'm so crazy now. Crazy in love with you. I wanna spend every moment I can in your arms, baby. Now you're my best friend. Just give me the signal, honey, honey. Show me the sign. I'm always ready for you, baby, and I'm right on time. Oh baby, can I borrow that? I'll give it right back to you. I'll give it right back to you. Hey baby, can I borrow a little of that? I'll give it right back to you. I'll give it right back to you. Oh baby, can I borrow a little of that? Oh, I'll give it back. I'll give it right back to you. Your love's got me crazy. I'm so crazy now.